What if your legs could grow stronger while you sleep? Most people over 65 believe that aging means becoming weaker, slower, and more dependent, especially when it comes to their legs. But what if I told you that the real secret to stronger legs isn't found in the gym or physical therapy clinics? It's hidden in the last 2 hours of your day? My name is Monk Hanzo. I'm 89 years old, and I've spent my life learning the deepest health principles from ancient Eastern cultures, where elders walk with strength, balance, and dignity even in their 80s, 90s, or beyond 100. But before I share these secrets with you, let me tell you why this matters more than you might think. Every year after 65, you lose between 1 to 2% of your muscle mass. That might sound small, but over 10 years, that's 20% of your leg strength gone. This is why so many people struggle with stairs, fear falling, and lose their independence. But in the mountain villages of Tibet, the coastal regions of Okinawa, and the ancient monasteries where I trained, I've witnessed something remarkable. 90-year-olds who move like they're 60. 100-year-olds who still tend their gardens, climb hills, and dance at celebrations. Their secret isn't genetics. It isn't luck. It's what they do in those precious evening hours when the body naturally shifts into its deepest healing mode. Today, I'm going to share with you the exact 7 nighttime rituals I've practiced for over 3 decades. These are the same techniques used in traditional Asian medicine to preserve leg strength, joint flexibility, and balance well into old age. And the best part? You can do them all from home, no gym, no equipment, no medication. Let me share a story that changed my understanding forever. When I was 58, I traveled to a remote village in the mountains of Bhutan. There, I met a woman named Pema. She was 94 years old, yet every morning I watched her walk 2 miles to tend her yak herd, navigating rocky terrain that would challenge people half her age. When I asked her secret, she smiled and said, "Young monk, strength doesn't come from what you do when the sun shines. It comes from how you prepare your body when the moon rises." That evening, she taught me the first of these ancient practices. Within weeks of following her guidance, I noticed changes in my own body that decades of meditation and martial arts hadn't achieved. My balance improved. My legs felt more stable. The morning stiffness that had begun creeping into my joints simply vanished. Over the following years, I studied with healers in China, Thailand, Japan, and Korea. Each tradition had its own variation of these evening practices, but the core principles remained the same. The body's greatest healing happens during sleep, and we must prepare it properly. I've now taught these methods to thousands of people across 6 continents. I've seen 70-year-olds regain the ability to climb stairs without holding the railing. 80-year-olds who had given up dancing return to the dance floor. 85-year-olds who feared every step find confidence in their movement again. These aren't miracle cures. They're simply ancient wisdom applied with consistency and intention. But first, let me explain why your legs weaken as you age, and why nighttime is the key to reversing this process. Most doctors will tell you that muscle loss is inevitable. They'll say it's just part of getting older. But ancient Eastern medicine understood something that modern science is only now discovering. The body has 2 distinct modes. During the day, your body is in what we call yang mode, active, burning energy, breaking down tissues through movement and stress. During the night, your body shifts to yin mode, repair, rebuilding, strengthening. This is when 70% of muscle repair happens. This is when growth hormone peaks. This is when your body literally rebuilds itself. But here's the problem. Most people over 65 go to sleep with poor circulation, tense muscles, and a nervous system that's still in stress mode. It's like trying to repair a car with the engine still running. The ancient practitioners understood that the 2 hours before sleep are the most important for preparing the body for this healing process. They called this time the golden window of renewal. During these 2 hours, specific practices can increase blood flow to your legs by up to 40%, activate the parasympathetic nervous system for deeper healing, stimulate acupressure points that enhance overnight muscle repair, improve the quality of deep sleep when most muscle building occurs, and balance the energy meridians that govern leg strength and coordination. This isn't mystical thinking. Modern science now confirms what these ancient healers knew intuitively. Let's begin with the foundation of all leg strength: circulation. Habit 1. Evening foot. Soak with sacred herbs. In Chinese medicine, the feet are considered the roots of the body. Just as a tree cannot be strong without healthy roots, your legs cannot maintain their power without proper circulation starting from your feet. This practice comes from the Shaolin monasteries, where monks would prepare their bodies for deep meditation and overnight healing. Here's exactly how to do it. Fill a basin with water warm enough to be comfortable, about the temperature of a relaxing bath. The water should reach mid-calf when you place your feet inside. Add these 3 elements: 1 tablespoon of Epsom salt, which contains magnesium to relax muscles and reduce inflammation; 1 teaspoon of fresh grated ginger or ginger powder, which increases circulation and warms the meridians; and optionally, a handful of goji berries, which in traditional Chinese medicine are believed to strengthen the kidneys and support leg energy. Soak your feet and lower calves for 15 to 20 minutes while breathing deeply and slowly. As you soak, visualize warm energy flowing up through your legs, carrying healing and strength to every muscle, tendon, and joint. The science behind this is remarkable. Warm water causes vasodilation. Your blood vessels expand, allowing more oxygen and nutrients to reach leg muscles. The magnesium in Epsom salt is absorbed through the skin, helping to relax muscle tension and reduce inflammation. Ginger contains compounds that further enhance circulation and have anti-inflammatory properties. But the ancient practitioners knew something more. They understood that this ritual also begins to shift your nervous system from the stress of the day into the healing mode of night. This single practice can reduce leg swelling, ease muscle tension, improve circulation, and begin the process of preparing your body for the deep healing that happens during sleep. Habit 2. The Qi Flow Tap, ancient acupressure for leg energy. This technique comes from the Taoist masters of ancient China, who understood that energy, or qi, flows through specific pathways in the body called meridians. 3 of the most important meridians for leg strength run along the outside and inside of your legs. When these pathways become blocked, which happens naturally through stress, poor posture, and aging, energy cannot flow properly to nourish your leg muscles. The Qi Flow Tap is designed to open these pathways and restore proper energy flow. Sit comfortably on the edge of your bed or in a chair. Using your fingertips, not your full palm, begin gentle tapping movements. Start at the top of your thighs and tap down the outside of your legs, following the natural line toward your ankles. The pressure should be firm enough to feel, but gentle enough to be relaxing. Imagine the touch of raindrops. When you reach your ankles, switch to the inside of your legs and tap upward back to your thighs. Repeat this complete circuit 5 or 7 times on each leg. As you tap, breathe slowly and imagine energy flowing like a gentle river through your legs, washing away tension and bringing fresh vitality to every muscle fiber. This practice activates specific acupressure points along what Chinese medicine calls the gallbladder meridian and the bladder meridian, 2 energy pathways crucial for leg strength, balance, and coordination. Modern research has shown that gentle percussion like this increases local blood flow, stimulates the lymphatic system, and can actually improve nerve conduction, the speed at which your nerves communicate with your muscles. Ancient practitioners believed this technique also calms the spirit and prepares the mind for restorative sleep. Many monks would perform this tapping sequence as part of their evening meditation routine. The key is consistency and mindfulness. This isn't just mechanical tapping. It's a conscious practice of directing healing energy to your legs. Habit 3. Bedside leg elevation, inviting the river to flow backwards. This beautiful phrase comes from Taoist philosophy, where the masters understood that sometimes healing requires going against the natural flow. All day, gravity pulls blood and lymphatic fluid downward into your legs. For people over 65, this pooling can cause swelling, heaviness, and poor nutrient delivery to leg muscles. The ancient solution was elegantly simple. Reverse the flow. Before you sleep, lie in bed and elevate your legs for 15-20 minutes. Place your calves on a pillow or stack of folded blankets so your feet are higher than your heart. Your knees should be slightly bent, not locked straight, and your entire body should be completely relaxed. As you lie in this position, practice what the Taoists called empty mind breathing. Simply observe your breath without trying to control it, and allow your thoughts to settle like sediment in still water. This position allows venous blood to drain from your legs back toward your heart, reducing swelling and inflammation. It promotes lymphatic drainage, which removes metabolic waste products that can cause muscle soreness and stiffness. But the ancient practitioners knew something more profound. This position also activates what modern science calls the relaxation response, a state where your body naturally shifts into healing mode. In this elevated position, your heart doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood back from your legs. Your nervous system begins to calm. Stress hormones decrease, and growth hormone, essential for muscle repair, begins to increase. The Taoist masters called this preparing the body's soil for overnight cultivation. Just as a farmer prepares the field before planting, this practice prepares your legs for the deep muscle repair and strengthening that happens during sleep. Many people notice that their legs feel lighter and more comfortable within just a few days of practicing this elevation routine. Habit 4. Silk reeling. Leg rotation, the art of gentle movement. This practice comes from the ancient Chinese martial art of Tai Chi, where masters developed a deep understanding of how gentle, flowing movements could maintain and restore strength even in advanced age. The term silk reeling refers to the smooth, continuous motion used in unwinding silk from a cocoon, never forced, never jerky, always flowing and controlled. Sit at the edge of your bed with your feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths to center yourself. Begin with your ankles. Slowly rotate each ankle in perfect circles, as if you're drawing circles in the air with your toes. Make 10 circles in one direction, then 10 in the opposite direction. The movement should be so smooth and controlled that an observer couldn't tell where one circle ends and the next begins. Next, your knees. Lift one foot slightly off the ground and rotate your knee in gentle circles, keeping your thighs still. This movement comes entirely from the knee joint. Again, 10 circles each direction, then switch legs. Finally, seated hip circles. Keeping your feet on the ground, make small circular movements with your hips, as if you're seated on a lazy Susan that's turning very slowly. The ancient masters understood that these micro-movements serve multiple purposes. First, they nourish what Chinese medicine calls the synovial fluid, the lubricating liquid inside your joints. Like oil in a machine, this fluid needs to be moved regularly to maintain its properties. Second, these gentle rotations activate proprioceptors, tiny sensors in your joints and muscles that tell your brain where your legs are in space. These sensors become less active as we age, leading to poor balance and coordination. Regular gentle movement keeps them alert and functioning. Third, the flowing nature of these movements calms the nervous system and begins to induce what the Taoists called inner stillness, a state of deep relaxation that enhances overnight healing. Modern physical therapy has confirmed what these ancient practitioners knew. Gentle range of motion exercises before sleep can significantly reduce morning stiffness and improve joint mobility. The key is the quality of movement, not the quantity. Each circle should be performed with complete attention and smoothness. Habit 5. Night protein plus magnesium ritual, the wisdom of evening nourishment. This practice combines ancient Ayurvedic wisdom about optimal eating times with Japanese longevity traditions and modern nutritional science. One of the biggest mistakes people over 65 make is avoiding food in the evening, believing it will disrupt their sleep or cause weight gain. But the ancient healing traditions understood something crucial. The body needs specific nutrients during the night hours to rebuild and strengthen muscle tissue. In Ayurveda, the ancient medical system of India, healers recognized that different times of day require different types of nourishment. Evening was considered the time for ojas, the building of strength and vitality. In the Japanese islands of Okinawa, where people routinely live past 100 with remarkable vitality, there's a tradition of light, protein-rich evening meals that support overnight healing. Here's the scientific truth. After age 65, your body becomes less efficient at using protein to build and maintain muscle. But research has shown that consuming 20 to 25 grams of high-quality protein before sleep can dramatically improve overnight muscle protein synthesis, the process by which your body repairs and builds muscle tissue. The ancient masters also understood the importance of magnesium, what they called the calming mineral. Modern science confirms that magnesium deficiency is extremely common in older adults and directly impacts muscle function, sleep quality, and overnight recovery. Here are the evening nourishment options that combine ancient wisdom with modern science. Option 1. One hard-boiled egg with a small handful of almonds and a sprinkle of sea salt. The egg provides complete protein with all essential amino acids, while almonds provide healthy fats and magnesium. Option 2. Warm almond milk with a tablespoon of collagen protein powder and a pinch of turmeric. This combination provides easily digestible protein, anti-inflammatory compounds, and natural magnesium. Option 3. Small bowl of cottage cheese with berries. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, which releases amino acids slowly throughout the night to fuel muscle repair. Option 4. Greek yogurt with a drizzle of honey and crushed walnuts. This provides both fast and slow-digesting proteins, along with beneficial fats. Add to any of these options 200-300 milliliters of magnesium glycinate, the most easily absorbed form of magnesium, taken 30-60 minutes before sleep. The timing is crucial. Consume this nourishment 1 to 2 hours before sleep. This allows for initial digestion while ensuring nutrients are available during the peak muscle-building hours of the night. The ancient practitioners understood that this wasn't just about nutrition, it was a ritual of self-care and intention. As you prepare and consume your evening nourishment, set the intention that these nutrients will strengthen and heal your body overnight. Habit 6. Evening visualization practice, training the mind to heal the body. This practice comes from the deepest teachings of Zen Buddhism and ancient Chinese medicine, where masters understood that the mind and body are not separate entities, but aspects of one unified system. In the mountain monasteries of Tibet, elderly monks who could no longer perform rigorous physical training would use visualization practices to maintain their strength, balance, and coordination. Modern neuroscience has now confirmed what these ancient practitioners knew. The brain cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined movement and an actual movement. This phenomenon is called neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new neural pathways throughout your life. When you visualize movement with sufficient detail and emotion, you actually strengthen the neural pathways that control those movements. Here's how to practice this ancient technique. Lie in bed in a comfortable position with your eyes closed and your body completely relaxed. Begin with 3 deep breaths, releasing any tension from the day. Now, create a vivid mental movie of yourself, moving with perfect strength, balance, and confidence. See yourself walking up a flight of stairs with ease, each step strong and sure. Feel the power in your legs as you lift your body effortlessly. Notice how balanced and coordinated your movements are. Visualize yourself getting up from a chair without using your hands, your leg muscles engaging smoothly and powerfully. Imagine yourself walking on uneven ground, perhaps a forest path or a cobblestone street, and notice how your legs automatically adjust and stabilize, keeping you perfectly balanced. See yourself dancing, gardening, hiking, or engaging in any activity that brings you joy. Feel the freedom and confidence that comes from having strong, reliable legs. The key to effective visualization is engaging all your senses. See the vivid colors and details of your environment. Hear the sounds around you as you move. Feel the physical sensations of strength and balance. Even imagine the emotions of confidence and joy that come with easy movement. In Japanese martial arts tradition, masters teach that where the mind goes, the body follows. When you consistently visualize strong, coordinated movement, you're literally training your nervous system to create that reality. Spend 5 to 10 minutes in this visualization practice, then allow your mind to settle into peaceful emptiness as you prepare for sleep. Modern research has shown that this type of mental training can improve physical performance, balance, and coordination by up to 35%, even without additional physical exercise. The ancient masters called this practice dream cultivation, using the power of intention and imagination to plant seeds of healing that would grow during sleep. Habit 7. The stillness breath. The wind returns to the earth. This final practice is perhaps the most profound of all. It comes from the deepest Taoist traditions, where masters understood that breath is the bridge between mind and body, between conscious intention and unconscious healing. The name "the wind returns to the earth" refers to the natural cycle of energy in traditional Chinese philosophy. Just as wind eventually settles and becomes still, allowing the earth to rest and regenerate, your breath can guide your entire being into the deep stillness necessary for healing. Lie on your back in bed, your legs slightly apart, arms relaxed at your sides. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Begin the sacred breathing pattern. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 counts, allowing your belly to rise while your chest remains relatively still. Hold your breath gently for 4 counts, not forcing or straining, but simply pausing in fullness. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 counts, allowing your belly to fall naturally. As you practice this rhythm, imagine that each inhale draws healing energy into your legs, and each exhale releases any tension, pain, or worry from your body. The ancient masters taught specific visualizations to accompany this breathing. On the inhale, imagine golden light entering through the crown of your head and flowing down through your entire body, pooling in your legs like warm honey. During the hold, feel this healing energy penetrating every muscle fiber, every tendon, every bone in your legs. On the exhale, imagine any darkness, tension, or weakness flowing out through your feet and into the earth, where it's transformed into nourishment for new growth. This breathing pattern activates what modern science calls the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and digest mode. When this system is activated, stress hormones like cortisol decrease dramatically, growth hormone production increases, blood flow to muscles improves, the immune system activates, and cellular repair processes accelerate. But the ancient practitioners understood something deeper. This breathing pattern creates what they called the great stillness, a state of profound calm where the body's natural healing intelligence can work without interference. In Taoist philosophy, this stillness is not empty or void, but incredibly full, pregnant with the potential for renewal and regeneration. Continue this breathing for 10-15 minutes or until you naturally drift into sleep. Many practitioners find that they sleep more deeply and wake with greater energy and mobility after establishing this breathing practice. The Taoist masters called this returning to the source, using breath to guide the body back to its natural state of balance, strength, and vitality. Now you have all 7 practices, the complete ancient protocol for strengthening your legs while you sleep. I know this might seem like a lot of information, but remember, these are not separate techniques. They flow together like movements in a sacred dance, each one preparing your body for the next, all working together to create the optimal conditions for overnight healing and strengthening. You don't need to master all 7 habits immediately. Start with just 1 or 2 that resonate most strongly with you. Perhaps begin with the evening foot soak and leg elevation. These are simple but powerful foundations. As these become natural parts of your evening routine, gradually add the other practices. Within a few weeks, this entire sequence will feel as natural as brushing your teeth. Remember the wisdom of the ancient masters. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. It's better to practice these techniques gently and regularly than to do them perfectly once and then forget them. Each night that you practice these rituals, you're not just caring for your legs, You're honoring the wisdom of countless generations who understood how to age with grace, strength, and dignity. Your legs have carried you through decades of life. They've walked you through joys and sorrows, adventures and quiet moments. They deserve this care and attention. And here's what I want you to remember. Every night is a new opportunity. No matter how weak or stiff your legs feel today, tonight you can begin the process of renewal. Your body is designed to heal, to strengthen, to adapt at any age. I've seen 75-year-olds regain strength they thought was lost forever. I've witnessed 85-year-olds dancing at their great-grandchildren's weddings. I've watched 90-year-olds climbing hills they thought they'd never see again. Your age is not your limitation. Your past is not your future. Tonight, you begin again. Each of these 7 nighttime habits is a small seed. Practiced consistently, they create powerful roots of strength, balance, and independence. You don't need to train like an athlete. You don't need a personal trainer or expensive supplements. You need rhythm, wisdom, consistency. I've followed these rituals since my 60s, and I still climb hills, sweep my own floor, and stretch my legs each morning with gratitude. At 89, I move with the confidence and grace that comes from working with my body's natural healing wisdom, not against it. The ancient masters taught that the evening hours are sacred, a time when we prepare not just for sleep, but for renewal. Each night, you have the opportunity to plant seeds of strength that will grow while you rest. Try these practices tonight. Start with just 1 or 2. Feel how your body responds. Notice how your legs feel tomorrow morning. And remember, this is not just about stronger legs. This is about reclaiming your independence, your confidence, your joy in movement. This is about writing a different story for your aging, one where each year brings not decline, but deeper wisdom about how to care for the remarkable body that carries you through life. May your sleep be deep and restorative. May your legs grow stronger with each passing night, and may your journey to vitality continue with each sunrise. I am Monk Hanzo, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, sweet dreams and stronger tomorrows.